trustworthy lad. The autumn gale never fails to deliver. That's a promise.
Помогите! Сказал.
The autumn gale is at the bottom of the ocean. Who's to say the documents are even legible? Well, I never said they'd be in perfect condition. Although if you're unsatisfied, I may consider refunding a portion of the payment. And how are you going to refund my father's life? There's no amount of gold that can compensate me for that. Oh, right. In that case, I suppose I should just keep the gold then, with the terms of a contract being fulfilled and all. You greedy little snake! I'm going to tear the skin off of your skull! Hold that thought. It looks like my newest employee has returned. Hopefully you've brought some good news. Well, it's going to cost him, not me. Just hold on to it and let me work my magic. Well, lad, because you're such a valued customer, I went ahead and had my top agent expedite your request. Of course, there is a special fee that's part of our express delivery service.
Fine. Once my father's name is cleared, you'll be paid in full. Just bill me with the details. But first, I want to verify the document.
I'll deliver it personally.
Well, is it true? Do you have the document? Is it signed by Ingrid? A few nobles from Solitude were out hunting and trespassed on my father's land. He mistook them for thieves and, well, things got bloody. One of the men was gravely injured. Now the other wants my father punished. That's up for debate. But if these men were trespassing, it will certainly help his case. A respected Thane moved to Hammerfell to help push back the Dominion. She owned the cottage and the plot of land my father leased, but they never made a contract, as Nord's word is strong as steel. But that isn't good enough in a trial. Thus we had to send word to Hammerfell to have her sign the papers. It proves my father had a right to be on the land. He signed a lease with one of the Jarl's old Thanes back when she was in court. And there's still hope, but it might not be enough. I was wondering perhaps if I could loan your services. I'm on my way to the site of the altercation to see if I can find more evidence.
Thank you, Salvager. Hopefully having another set of eyes will help.
Если ты хочешь выпить или поесть, только скажи.
Good. Okay. There's a lot going on here. We need to find things that corroborate with my father's version of what happened. During the fight, the Candlehorn got knocked over. By the time the snow came, half the place was burned down, along with much of the evidence. That's partly why you're here. I need an objective witness with no stake in either side. Not many people can find the place, to be honest, since it's not on any map. The only reason the guards were able to arrest my father is because he was forced to spend the night in solitude. Of course, my father said he was cooking dinner when he heard a commotion outside. The trespassers must have shot down the deer. Smelling my father's dinner, they offered to share the venison in exchange for a drink and a warm fire. On this much, both sides agree. But out here you can never be too careful. My father demanded the strangers to leave the property and take the deer with them. The strangers were insulted. In hindsight, my father should have shown more tact. Nobody likes to be called a thief. Eventually things got heated and shots were fired. These arrows are proof of that. My father ran inside and got his axe. There was a fight near the hearth when one of them knocked over a candle horn. When the fire started, everyone, including my father, fled. Given how detailed my father was, I wouldn't be surprised if your findings match his story. My father never liked hunting. Not at first, anyway. But he learned to love it because he knew how much it meant to me. Part of me thinks this is all my fault. But I wanted to stay in the city. He wouldn't be in this situation. But then I think back to all those times we spent together and how much it meant to him. And I don't have the heart to take them away. Have you ever lost anyone close to you, friend? You're right. There's still time. I'm taking the lease agreement to Solitude to have it verified. Meet me at the Blue Palace. With your help, we'll prove my father's innocence. Prince of Divines, you're here. Come on, let me introduce you.
Any more than you already have. Because a delay will not change the facts at hand.
My Jarl, if I may, the witness I spoke of earlier has arrived. Given he's examined the scene of the altercation, I'd like to have him cross-examine Flomir's testimony.
Are you sure this witness of yours didn't object?
I had the captain of the guard vet him, just as he did with your apothecary.
We shall see.
Boromir, there's still time to end this folly. The lease agreement proves you are trespassing. I think it's clear to both you and the court that it cannot be held accountable for your injuries.
My lord, it is very noble of this man to defend his father's honor, and for that, he should be commended. Unfortunately, his contention that he trespassed on his father's property is simply not true. It is not trespassing if the man invites you into his home.
You mentioned something that would convince us. Please proceed.
Thank you, my lord. You see, my house party reported to me that one of our stray shots happened to be present on his property. An unfortunate accident, but nothing particularly damaging to the woodwork. You are aware that deer are moving targets. The only thing I'm guilty of is poor aim. In fact, now, if you'll allow me to continue, my Jarl. After the arrow hit the cottage, this man's father came
Правитель,
bursting.
когда у меня назначена встреча с
We
генералом Буря?
apologize for the
Есть
disturbance.
несколько
To make
вопросов,
amends,
которые мы
we
должны
offer to
обсудить.
share the venison.
Я боюсь, что он был вынужден отложить встречу, Ваша милость. Очевидно, война занимает каждую минуту его времени.
Опять? Он не может просто отменить аудиенцию я. Он служит моей столице.
Боюсь, что может. Его власть исходит от императора, которому формально говоря
In fact, I had just opened the book to the first page when I heard my companion scream.
справедливость редко встретишь в политике, Ваша. Боюсь, вам придется научиться это принять.
If that's the case, then how did he sign that precious document Asgeld has been waving around? It's either he's a liar, or the objective witness he's brought forth is a fraud. In any case, as I was saying, I heard my companion scream behind me. I turned around, only to see your father struck in the face.
Liar!
Calm yourself. I let him tell his version. Please allow me some courtesy.
Fine.
When I saw my injured companion lying on the I wrestled the assailant to the ground and told my first blade. At that point, I was certain I was going to die. I was fumbling about trying to find a weapon and perhaps a mirror. My hands felt pendulum. I threw to my attacker and missed wildly when it struck the wood that cabin lit up like a bonfire. Allow me to escape. And with that, I conclude my testimony. It is my belief that this man's father attacked us without provocation. What I ask for is not vengeance, my lord, but justice. Whatever you decide, I will humbly accept your judgment.
Could have gone better. At this rate, we might be better off demanding a trial by combat. Because Elisif is certainly going to rule in Formir's favor. Now what?
If it pleases the court,
Я
I
думаю,
would
мы
like to
должны
introduce some new
устроить
evidence regarding our witness's
Пусть
character,
генерал
which
Тулей
I have just
проведет войска во
obtained
всем
from
их
Burya.
великолепии от
Very well.
Thank you, Maya. I do not wish to alarm anyone here, but I believe this information may very well compromise the integrity of our chief witness.
What are you up to, Formir? Explain yourself.
It is not I who has to explain myself. After all, you are the one who attested to the impartiality of this witness. A witness who works for the shipping company that delivered the lease agreement. A ship, I remind you, that lies at the bottom of Pilgrim's Trench. Could it be the document is a forgery meant to save this company's reputation?
You what?
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
What? Is this true? Why didn't you tell me sooner? It doesn't matter. The court won't see it that way.
What's wrong, Asgeld? Lost faith in your witness?
I swear, Formir, I knew nothing of this. But it doesn't matter now. Clearly this trial has been tainted.
Agreed. In light of this new information, I think it would be a travesty to continue.
Then it's a trial by combat, Formir, you dog. You know damn well my father can't win.
He stands a better chance against me than at this trial.
You're right. Fine. You have a deal.
Excellent. Members of the court, I apologize for wasting your time, but it seems we will settle this matter privately.
Good. You're dismissed.
Damn, I feel like a fool. This is what he wanted from the beginning. My father would not agree to something so cowardly. He will face his death like a man. In any case, I know you did your best. Take this gold for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go see him. I'm responsible for this outcome, so I must bear the news. At the very least, he will sleep soundly tonight, as a free man.